You will be asked to do one reverse manoeuvre during your driving test. It could be reverse bay parking. If it is, it will be conducted at the driving test centre, either at the beginning or the end of the test. If it's at the beginning, you will be told before going onto the road you are to carry out the reverse park exercise into a convenient bay. You'll be asked to drive out of the bay to the left or right and stop with the wheel straight before reversing into any convenient bay and parking the car. This is to prevent you from reversing back into the bay on the same lock. Examiners should not be concerned if the wheels are not completely straight. Examiners should allow you to reverse into any bay of your choice, and no attempt should be made by the examiner to determine or dictate which bay is used or how you carry out the exercise. They should also not instruct you to park in the centre of the bay. You should park within a bay, but examiners should not be too concerned when making their final assessment of the final position of the car in the bay. Parking outside the bay is unacceptable. It's up to you how you carry out the exercise. You may choose to drive forwards to adjust the angle to the bay that you intend to reverse into. You should not normally be penalised for crossing the lines when entering the bay. Depending on the size and layout of the car park, this method may be the most suitable option. Another option that's available, space permitting, is to drive forwards into one bay before reversing back in a straight line into the opposing bay. And yes, this really is allowed on the driving test. Is this the easiest of the three options? You might reverse bay park at the end of the test. On approach to the centre, you should be advised to turn into the car park and reverse into any convenient bay to park the car. Again, you can make your own choice of bay and carry out the manoeuvre in whatever way you choose. Irrespective of the presence of other vehicles or pedestrians, you are expected to take all-round observations to ensure that the manoeuvre is executed safely. The question is not whether there is anybody there, but whether you have taken adequate observations to ensure that safety is maintained throughout the exercise. Observation should be assessed as though the exercise was carried out on the road. Here is a quick way to discover two different reference points when reverse bay parking from a 90-degree angle. You can try this in your own car to discover your own unique reference points. Reference points are helpful to time turns. From the centre of a bay, drive forwards until half of your car is outside of the bay. Then steer full lock to the left and turn until your car has reached a 90-degree angle. Then stop and straighten your wheels. Now look out the front passenger window to take your first reference point, and then look out the back passenger window to take your second reference point. You may find in your own car the bay lines appear in a different position in your windows. Reference points are unique for every car and seat position. Now select reverse, steer full lock to the left and return back to the same bay from where we started. So the theory is, what goes out must go back in on the same full lock. And now I have two reference points that I can use for 90-degree parking. Watch the next clip and I'll use those reference points normally. I'm going to show you three different methods to reverse bay park. You can use any method you like on your test. Position a car width away from the target bay. This will help you to see the target bay out the back seat window. Stop in line with your reference point in the front seat passenger window. Your target bay will be 3 bays behind this line. Take an all-round observation. Steer full lock to the left. Creep slowly, looking in the left door mirror. Take another all-round observation. Continue looking in the left door mirror in case you need to correct your steering. Take another all-round observation. And looking in the left door mirror, when the car and the bay lines are parallel, straighten your wheels. Straight line reverse back until the front of your car is inside the bay. You may use your reverse camera on the driving test. Position your car well to the left. When your target bay has almost disappeared from the front side passenger window, steer full lock to the right. Using your left door mirror, stop the car at a suitable angle to the target bay and straighten your wheels. Take an all-round observation. Steer full lock to the left. Use your left door mirror to judge how close you are going to finish to the left bay line. Use less lock if you are getting too close to the left bay line. When the car and the bay lines are parallel, straighten your wheels. Straight line reverse into the bay until the front of your car is in. Use the reverse camera or check if the middle of your car is in line with the middle of the bays next to you. Moving on to easy mode. Can you believe you are allowed to do this on your driving test? Start by forward parking into the bay opposite your target bay. Use your left door mirror to see when you are parallel to your target bay, then straighten your wheels. Take an all-round observation. Straight line reverse back to your target bay. You can apply very gentle steering if you need to address any angle so the car is parallel to the bay lines. I occasionally use this method when I go to a supermarket, as long as I don't need to use my boot space, that is. You must correct your parking if it is outside of the bay, otherwise you will fail. If you park your car outside of the bay lines, you will receive a serious fault on your test, which results in a fail. Usually, the examiner will ask you if you are finished. If you say yes, then that is your final position and you can no longer correct your parking. If you are not 100% sure if you are in between the bay lines, it's best to correct the parking, just in case. If you can see that you are reversing back onto a bay line and you cannot use more lock, you will need to pull forwards from this position. Pulling forwards from this position is very efficient, and sometimes you will not receive a driving fault for this correction. When parking between cars, you can create a different reference point. It's also easier to judge how close you are to other cars when parking than it is to the bay lines. Here's some bonus footage unrelated to the driving test. When I'm reversing between two vehicles, I'll use a reference point. The headlight of the blue vehicle is in the corner of the backseat window, and I will do a full lock from this position. I'm in Sainsbury's car park and all-round observation is crucial. Steering full lock to the left. Looking at the left door mirror to decide if I need less lock. It looks as though I am coming close to the blue vehicle, so I'm going to use less lock. And now I have the perfect amount of lock. When my car and the bay lines are parallel, I'll straighten my wheels. I'm going to use the reverse camera to reverse back, but I could use the vehicle next to me as a reference point to decide how far back to go. Let's try reversing between the vehicles from an angle. As my target space is about to disappear from the passenger window, I will steer full lock to the right. I'm using my left door mirror to see a suitable angle to the target bay. All-round observation followed by full lock to the left. I will use my left door mirror to judge the space between my car and the blue vehicle and use less lock if I'm getting too close. As my car and the bay lines become parallel, I will straighten my wheels. And let's finish the job using the reverse camera. Thank you for watching my video and supporting my channel. Please subscribe for the upcoming videos. And if you enjoyed the video, why not like and share with people that have an upcoming driving test to help them too. If you've got any questions or queries, please leave a comment and I will definitely reply. And good luck!